Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, and in today's deck spotlight we will be taking a look at the Murloc Warloc deck. Unlike the Shaman counterpart of a Murloc deck, this one is a little bit less aggressive, although it is still certainly an aggro deck that relies on overwhelming your opponent early on. However, instead of having spells like Wind Fury and Rockbiter Weapon, we've got support for the Murlocs. So we've got the vast array of Murlocs at our disposal. There's also creature removal to let the Murlocs get through things like Siphon Soul and Soulfire, and then there's support for the Murlocs through Blood Imp and Summoning Portal. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in and take a look at the deck in action. So as mentioned at the start of the video, this is a much less aggressive version of a Murloc deck, but with the support and with the creature removal, which will hopefully allow it to shine. We're actually going to get rid of those because I am just hoping for some low cast Murlocs to get out here early in the game. Especially here where my opponent is the rogue, I'm actually incredibly concerned. I'm actually not going to, maybe I will still play it. It's tough here, you know, when you're playing against a rogue, when you're playing against a mage, when you're playing against a druid, they've got the incredibly easy ability to pick off your creatures early on if he so desires.
So many.
And so I don't even know if I just want to wait a turn, but we're going to go with the Murloc Raider anyways. Now if he drops a coin this turn, he can give himself the weapon plus pick it off. Also the rogue has the ability to shiv, which is 1 resource for 1 damage plus draw a card. Which if he does have that, he should most definitely use it against the Murloc Raider. Looks like he does not have it. Luckily for me. I could go down with the Oracle for 3 damage here. I think though instead I'm going to draw a card, because then next turn he doesn't even have to use the crystal and he's got the damage necessary to pick off the Oracle. So we're just going to swing for 2 here. Drew into 2 summoning portals, which is actually horrible because I only want 1. 2 of them does me no good at all. So maybe that's a reason to you know, reduce the number of the ones that I have in the deck to just the 1. Yeah, that's actually a real big bummer. That's really too bad. So I'm gonna chill out. I'm just gonna draw cards. Then we will go Summoning Portal, and then we will drop a bunch of stuff and play at once. We can Blood Imp now though. So this is the sort of support that I'm talking about for the deck. One of the big weaknesses again is losing your Murlocs early on, but with the Blood Imp, they all get an extra 1 health. That's pretty significant. So he stays stealth, he cannot be directly targeted. The only thing your opponent can do to deal with that is direct removal. And actually, just playing that Ogre means that I can't even play Summoning Portal right now. So this guy is really kind of thwarting my efforts here. Huh. I'm gonna play another Blood Imp. And then I am going to draw a card. And then next turn we will Summoning Portal. And we will be able to drop a single Murloc down as well. But we might even wait till the turn after that. What I'm thinking here is I'd like to drop my Murlocs all at once and then place down the Coldlight Seer so that they all get +2 health. That is sort of what I'm thinking. Because he's gonna be able to pick off, I mean, he's gonna be able to pick off my Summoning Portal actually, even. Like, he can just kill it without any consequence, you know? He can swing it with the 4/4 and then the Summoning Portal is done. So I guess this particular opponent here, playing against a rogue who can pick off my creatures early on, is showing one of the big weaknesses of a Murloc deck. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. We're playing this at a much slower tempo than is ideal, but really my options are quite limited, so this is sort of what I'm stuck with. I'm really hoping to just draw into some removal, some damage. There is the perfect example of what I'm looking for. We're gonna kill that off. Let's see what we end up losing in the process. We ended up losing the Grimscale, which is kind of a bummer. But you know what, it could be a whole heck of a lot worse. And then I'm also gonna go with this guy, just because I want to start getting some damage through. Plus he gets pumped up 2 already from these guys. Now next turn, I'm plopping everything else down. I'm gonna get +2 health from everything. I'm gonna go this guy, him, and then I'll probably draw into something else, because you can see with the Summoning Portal in play, I've got more than enough resource to drop all my Murlocs very quickly. And then it really comes down to, does he have the mass removal necessary to get rid of them all? He is playing a spell power version of a rogue deck, which can be quite effective. Big primary goal for me is to get rid of his plus spell power. I am going to need to kill both of those things because that makes things like his Fan of Knives or any direct damage much, much more threatening. All of his damage spells now get +2 power to them. So these guys need to die. Let's see if he gets rid of anything right now in the process, though. I think, what does he have? That's 2, which turns into 4 damage, but that's not enough because he is at 2. And then he can hit it for 1. So my Summoning Portal lives, and that means I am doing okay. I'm doing all right here. So what I'm going to do, actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do 5, 6 so that this thing stays down. Because I'm actually gonna, I can't swing with him, actually. He can't even attack. That's really funny. Okay, well that is fine. What we will do here then. Now I can only have 4 more creatures in play, so it's gonna be all of these guys. So we're gonna go with him. With him. Or, although this is a full board. You can, okay, this is a full board. I can't play anything else beyond this one, so we're gonna go with him. And yeah, you can see the board is full now. I cannot play anything else, even though I do have the resource. So we are going to draw Siphon Soul, very nice. We are going to get rid of these guys. Yeah, just go with him. And then we're going to pass the turn. That was a great turn. Let's see if he has mass removal necessary to take out my guys. If not, then I think we are doing pretty solid. Any creature he plays will die. We can draw in 2 cards, +2 from here. He's gonna destroy that guy, which greatly decreases the damage of my Murlocs, but we're gonna be drawing 4 cards, because they'll be the card for the turn, the 2 from this, plus this. So there's a good chance we might draw into another one, or at least something that pumps up our Murlocs. And he is dropping down the Summoning Portal, but luckily I can just play another one. And I will still be sitting on some resource. Well, let's take a look here. Yeah, let's just go, we're gonna go Summoning Portal. Oracle. Then we've got 2 more resource. Okay, so he is gonna be pretty big next turn. We can't play him at the moment. Plus, we also have the Power Overwhelming, which is very nice. We're gonna pay 2 life to draw into another card. That's a Murloc Tidecaller. All right, let's go ahead and hit for 4 right now. And then we end the turn. I think that will be the best. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do right now. I didn't want to attack with these again, so they can't be directly targeted. Okay, so he is pretty big, +1 attack for each other Murloc on the battlefield. So he'll be swinging for pretty hard. We got the +4/+4 for the extra damage. Tidecaller we can't really do. Him we can do if we need to get rid of some creatures, unfortunately. So I am likely gonna suicide one of these guys into him, just so I can clear up some room on my board to get some other Murlocs in play. Head crack, 2 damage to me, putting me at 10. He's got spell power here, so yeah, another 3 damage. I'm at 5 now, and then he can hit me again to put me at 4. Well, let's take a look. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus this is 12. I am going to want to drop him down by sacrificing one of my creatures. I will sacrifice... Let's see here. I will sacrifice this. He does not have what is necessary. We're gonna drop him down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. That is enough damage for the win. Let me double check that. 6, 7, 8, 14, 18. Yep, that's it. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see, this is a much slower play than some other Warlock decks, but it can still be pretty effective with all of the support. There you go. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and quickly go over the deck list here for the Murloc Warloc deck. We've got 2 Soulfires for direct removal or just extra damage to the opponent. Got none of those in the game we just played, but that would have been really, really nice to finish them off quicker. The Power Overwhelming pumps up one of your creatures. They die at the end of the turn. Blood Imp for the support for your Murlocs. And then we've got the Murlocs here with the Grimscale Oracle, Murloc Raider, Murloc Tidecaller, the Bluegill Warrior, the Murloc Tidecaller. Wait, did I thought I just said that. Are those, oh, this is the Tidehunter, I'm sorry. Drain life for creature removal or just extra damage. Shadow Boat for creature removal. The Coldlight Oracle, Coldlight Seer, Murloc Warleader, Old Murk-Eye. Then we've got the Summoning Portal, which especially if you're getting past turn 4, which, you know, because this is a less aggressive Murloc deck, chances are pretty good you will, so the Summoning Portal lets you really dump your hand very quickly to go from pretty much nothing on the board to a pretty overwhelming situation. And then the Siphon Soul for direct removal of any taunt creatures or just any big threats, like, for example, any spell power creatures that you may play against and you're worried about any mass removal they may get from the extra damage from the spell power. So it's interesting. This is, again, a much different play style than, for example, the Shaman Warlock deck that I've showed you before. I don't know if I'd consider it better. It's really tough to call because this is an aggro deck. Doing a slower tempo variant is, you know, might not necessarily be the best because the Shaman version is full forward, you know, as much damage as fast as possible. It might be a better version of a Murloc deck, but this is an alternative type that you could try to play, and it can certainly do well by itself. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Once again, Force with the deck spotlight of the Murloc Warlock deck. If you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning.